Everything fans loved about the Walter boys is gone. Season 3 is darker, more painful, and more emotional than anyone expected. The smiles, the laughter, the easy friendships, they're all gone. This trailer doesn't just tease drama, it throws us straight into heartbreak, betrayal, and secrets that will leave your heart racing. And what's even worse, nobody is safe. Every character you thought you knew, every bond you trusted, is about to be tested in ways that feel devastating. The moment the trailer begins, you feel it immediately, a sense of tension that wasn't there in the first two seasons. The cheerful tones of the past are replaced by shadows and quiet moments of fear. We see flashes of the Walter family home, but it feels different. The house, which once held warmth and laughter, now feels heavy, like it's hiding something. The trailer gives quick glimpses of the boys, older, more serious, each carrying a weight that wasn't theirs before. Their eyes show worry, confusion, and anger. And even the smallest glance between them hints at unspoken conflicts. As the camera moves through these moments, it's impossible not to notice the shift in energy. The innocence of previous seasons feels like a memory. The trailer doesn't waste time showing the consequences of whatever has happened since the last season. We see a confrontation, shouting, slammed doors, someone running away. There's a moment of silence after, and it's chilling. You realize immediately that the relationships fans loved are cracking, and what you thought was solid is now fragile. Small details add to the tension: a dropped phone, a tear-streaked face, a look that lasts too long. It's the kind of drama that makes you pause the trailer and just think, what happened here? The storytelling is subtle but powerful. It doesn't give you the whole picture, just enough to make your heart race. Then come the hints of tragedy. There's a scene where someone is lying on the ground, not moving, and the reactions of the people around them are raw, almost unbearable. Shock, fear, and disbelief ripple across their faces. The trailer doesn't clarify exactly what happened, but it doesn't need to. The tension is enough to pull you in. Moments like this make it clear that this season will not shy away from showing pain and loss. It's more than just family drama. It's about survival, trust, and the consequences of choices made in the shadows. Even amid the heartbreak, there's mystery. We see new characters appear briefly, and it's hard to tell whether they're allies or threats. Their presence alone changes the dynamic and adds a layer of suspense. Each frame of the trailer feels deliberate, almost designed to make you question everything you thought you knew about the Walter family. By the time the trailer ends, you're left with an overwhelming feeling of dread and curiosity. You want answers, but the trailer refuses to give them. It's this push and pull, the fear of what's coming and the need to see it, that makes the trailer feel devastating. It's a storm of emotion packed into just a few minutes, setting the stage for a season where nothing is safe and everything is heightened. As the trailer continues, it becomes clear that Season 3 is not holding back. Every scene seems to carry a weight that is impossible to ignore. The laughter and carefree moments that defined previous seasons are replaced by tension so thick, you can almost feel it pressing down on the characters. One moment, a Walter brother is shown standing alone in a dimly lit hallway, staring at the floor, hands shaking slightly, and it's clear that something has changed him. It's not just a bad day, it's a turning point, a fracture in the life he once knew. Even subtle glances between characters feel loaded. Anger, regret, and fear mingle in ways that hint at betrayals yet to be revealed. The trailer teases these moments in quick cuts, but each one lands like a punch to the gut. Conflict dominates every frame. In one sequence, two brothers argue fiercely, their voices echoing through a quiet room. The argument escalates, and a single object is thrown across the space. It's not just about anger, it's about frustration, desperation, and the consequences of secrets that have been kept for too long. The way the camera lingers on their expressions, even briefly, reveals the emotional depth of this season. No one is acting for show. Every reaction feels raw, honest, and painful to watch. The tension between the brothers serves as a microcosm for the larger struggles facing the Walter family. Trust is fragile, alliances are tested, and every decision carries more weight than ever before. Moments of vulnerability stand out even more. A female character, perhaps a love interest or sister figure, is shown quietly crying in a bedroom, hugging herself tightly. The camera doesn't need to explain why. Her pain is self-evident. The trailer trusts the audience to feel it, and it's devastating. These small, quiet moments are contrasted with larger, chaotic sequences. Slammed doors, sudden confrontations, a car speeding away. The mix of intimate pain and explosive drama gives the trailer a unique rhythm, keeping viewers constantly on edge. Every heartbeat, every sight, and every tear contributes to a narrative that feels heavier than before, as if the entire world of the Walter Boys has been turned upside down. Even humor, which was once a hallmark of the series, has a sharper, darker edge. A joke lands in one scene, but it's laced with tension and undertones of fear. It's almost like the characters themselves are struggling to remember what it's like to be happy. This subtle shift in tone makes the emotional beats hit even harder, because it reminds viewers of what's been lost. You're constantly aware that this season is about more than just family drama. It's about survival in an environment where every choice carries consequences. The trailer's editing emphasizes this by cutting quickly between moments of high tension and quiet despair, creating a roller coaster of emotion that leaves the audience exhausted but desperate for more. The most dramatic moments, however, involve hints of betrayal and secrets. A brief glimpse shows a character holding a letter or message, reading it with wide eyes, then slowly crumpling it in disbelief. Another scene shows a brother watching someone leave, his face a mask of shock and hurt. There's a recurring motif of doors, opened, closed, or slammed, which seems to symbolize opportunities lost and relationships breaking. These visuals, combined with the haunting background score, create an atmosphere that is almost suffocating. Every frame works to show that the emotional stakes in Season 3 are higher than ever. By the end of this section of the trailer, viewers are left reeling, fully aware that this season will test every character, expose every secret, and shatter expectations in ways that feel genuinely devastating. Season 3 isn't just about events happening, it's about how those events break, change, and redefine the characters we thought we knew. The trailer hints that every member of the Walter family is facing challenges that go deeper than anything shown before. One brother, who always appeared confident and in control, is seen hesitating, his usual smirk replaced by doubt and fear. The small cracks in his facade suggest that the weight of past mistakes and unspoken tensions has finally caught up with him. Viewers are given fleeting glimpses of his struggle, quiet moments alone, staring at a photograph, or staring out a window lost in thought. These visuals convey more than words ever could. He's battling guilt, regret, and the fear of losing the people he loves most. The trailer does not need to explain his inner turmoil. It is painted clearly in his posture, the tension in his hands, and the storm in his eyes. Other characters also carry burdens that the audience is just beginning to understand. A sibling who was once the peacemaker seems on the verge of breaking. She's caught in situations where she must choose between loyalty and survival, love and responsibility. In one scene, she hesitates before intervening in an argument, a look of panic crossing her face, as if aware that her choice could change everything. The trailer shows her looking at someone, maybe a friend, maybe a lover, with a mixture of fear, hurt, and longing. It's evident that this season will explore the vulnerability and resilience of characters in ways that feel raw and unfiltered. No one can hide behind charm or humor anymore. Every action has consequence, and every relationship is under strain. The introduction of new faces in the trailer adds even more complexity to the character dynamics. These new characters aren't just background, they arrive with intent, creating tension and intrigue. One of them appears almost immediately as a disruptor, shaking the foundations of existing relationships. A fleeting glance between a newcomer and a Walter sibling is enough to spark curiosity and suspicion. Are they an ally, a love interest, or someone with a hidden agenda? The trailer doesn't answer these questions directly, but it plants seeds of doubt and drama that make every scene feel charged with uncertainty. Every character is forced to reevaluate their alliances, confront hidden feelings, and face decisions that could tear the family apart. Even the supporting characters, who may have been secondary in earlier seasons, receive moments that suggest growth and unexpected depth. A friend or extended family member is shown standing firm in the face of danger, their quiet bravery contrasting sharply with the chaos around them. Their presence serves as a reminder that Season 3 isn't only about heartbreak, it's also about courage, resilience, and the small victories that matter most when everything else is falling apart. These layered character portrayals ensure that viewers become emotionally invested, not just in what happens, but in who experiences it and how they survive it. The emotional impact of these character arcs is intensified by the trailer's editing choices. Quick cuts between faces, interspersed with lingering close-ups on eyes and subtle gestures, force the audience to feel every internal conflict and every moment of doubt. The trailer builds tension not through action alone, but through the emotional weight carried by each character. By the end of this section, it becomes clear that Season 3 isn't just a continuation, it's a transformation. Every Walter boy, every sibling, every friend is stepping into a world where innocence is lost, trust is fragile, and the stakes have never been higher. Viewers are left to wonder not just what will happen, but who will survive the emotional trials that await. Season 3 of My Life with the Walter Boys isn't just about heartbreak or conflict. It's about the deeper themes that shape the story, the symbolism woven through every frame, and the emotional journey that the trailer promises. From the very first shot, it's clear that this season is exploring the fragility of family, the consequences of choices, and the hidden weight of secrets. The house itself, once a place of laughter and safety, is portrayed almost as a character. Its empty hallways, dim lighting, and heavy shadows symbolizing the tension that has settled over the family. Every door, every window, every closed space hints at what's unseen, the stories and struggles lurking just out of sight. Even small details, like a family photo slightly askew or a discarded object in the hallway, speak volumes about relationships on the brink of fracture. The trailer uses these subtle cues to immerse viewers in a world where appearances no longer match reality, and nothing can be taken for granted. The emotional tone of the trailer suggests that betrayal and trust are central themes this season. Glances that linger too long, hushed conversations in empty rooms, and sudden confrontations between characters all indicate that hidden truths are surfacing. Trust is no longer assumed. It must be earned and constantly tested. One brother appears torn between loyalty and self-preservation, while another sibling is forced to question whether the person they love most can truly be trusted. These interactions are not just dramatic, they are symbolic of the delicate balance of family dynamics, showing how one misstep or secret can ripple through an entire household. The trailer emphasizes this by juxtaposing intimate, emotional moments with brief flashes of larger, chaotic events, creating a sense of tension that mirrors the characters' internal struggles. Season 3 also delves into the theme of growth through pain. Each character is confronted with choices that push them to the edge of their emotional limits. Moments of silence in the trailer, where a character is shown staring at the sky or a fading photograph, carry immense weight because they hint at reflection, regret, and transformation. The visuals suggest that pain is not only inevitable, but necessary for growth, forcing each character to confront who they are, who they have been, and who they might become. These themes are reinforced by the soundtrack, which moves between somber, reflective melodies and sharp, tense bursts of sound, mirroring the emotional highs and lows of the characters' journeys. It's a season that promises to challenge not only the family within the story, but also the viewer's perception of what it means to love, forgive, and survive. Symbolism in the trailer adds an additional layer of depth. Objects, colors, and fleeting imagery are carefully chosen to evoke emotion and foreshadow future events. Darkened hallways and stormy skies suggest uncertainty and danger, while moments of light breaking through clouds hint at hope and resilience. Characters are often framed in isolation, emphasizing the emotional distance between them, while mirrored reflections and overlapping shadows suggest hidden motives and duality. Even the smallest gestures, like a hand lingering over another's shoulder or a tear falling silently, carry symbolic meaning, showing the delicate interplay of connection and estrangement. By the end of the trailer, it becomes clear that Season 3 is about more than just plot twists. It is an exploration of human emotion, the fragility of bonds, and the enduring power of love and family in the face of overwhelming challenges. Ultimately, the trailer positions Season 3 as a story that is as emotionally intense as it is dramatic, The themes of betrayal, growth, and resilience are intertwined with symbolism and visual storytelling, creating a sense of anticipation and urgency. Viewers are invited to not just witness the unfolding events, but to feel them, to step into the world of the Walter Boys and experience the tension, heartbreak, and fleeting moments of hope alongside them. This season promises to test the limits of every character, challenge the strength of their relationships, and immerse the audience in a story that is devastating, captivating, and unforgettable. By the time the trailer ends, it's impossible not to feel the weight of what's coming, leaving fans both anxious and eager for the journey that awaits.